Alright, YouTube, what I'm doing this morning, I got a new tarp. So I wanted to come out here and try out how I wanted to set it up. And go ahead and get some lines tied to it before I actually use it. Not only that, I made something. I have no idea what you would call it. But it's a netting to keep mosquitoes and stuff off of me. Got it attached with some line, a couple old sticks I picked up out here in the woods. So all it is the bottom, which is made from a seal nylon, and the top piece is made out of camo netting from Walmart. And it's got a zipper in it that goes from one end all the way to the other. Now, I didn't do the sewing on this. I did the instructing and had my dear old mom actually do the sewing. So, we brought it out here to see how we could set it up. And to setting it up, the ridge line that holds the netting up off of my face. And I don't know this will work. But when it rains, the water has to run down this tree and run down this string. So up under the tarp, I just simply took a short piece of string and tied around it. And I don't know that it'll work, but I'm assuming the rain will hit it, run down and drip off. Now on the other end, I had enough string left over that I just simply brought it up under the end of the tarp, wrapped it around, and let it hang. I'm assuming that that would pretty much divert the water running down the string. I'm not spending the night out here tonight. I just come out here to set this up and set my little, I don't have no idea what you would call that thing, but it's a bug netting. Now I'm going to set the camera down and I'm going to climb up in there. I got a pad in there and a wool blanket. And I got a soft tarp underneath it for moisture barrier, along with a few tips off of a maple tree that I cut down out of the way here. So instead of wasting them, I just piled them up underneath the bed. So I'm gonna go get me a puller. Then I'll be back and I'm gonna climb up in this thing. I went over here and picked up some mostly pine needles and some leaves, hopefully no sticks, to make me a puller. Now, this alone would not be my puller. This would be my cushion to my puller. If I was staying out here tonight, I would put my backpack up under my head. Lay this on my backpack to give me some cushion, and probably throw my corner of my wool blanket over this, or a shirt or something. In case you wonder what this is, see the buckles and the way it's rolled, you probably already know what it is. I took a dry bag, cut the bottom out of it to make me a foldable sink. And I use this to rinse my dishes, take a bath in. Folds up, really don't weigh a lot. Folds almost flat. Fits my backpack out of the way. This is the top that I had left over. So all I did was took a little bit of, I reckon you'd call it liquid nail, rubber glue. Glued the bottom together best I could, and then duct taped it. Now, this probably wouldn't hold water. It probably would keep something dry unless you submerge it. But it does make a good puller. Just dump the leaves out, shake it out good, fold it up, put it back in the backpack. Now, I'm gonna cut the camera off and for a minute, and then I'm gonna climb up in this thing. Now, I'm probably gonna videotape me crawling in it, but I'm gonna edit that out because while y'all may get a good laugh, I know you would, I wouldn't think it's funny. So I'm gonna cut the camera off or edit out where I crawl up in this thing. Of course, I might knock it down. Now, I don't know if you can see me or not. Hello. Now I'm up in this thing. Like I said, I'd had my backpack up under here, slid up under the end to sort of protect it from the rain. Got my pull up in here. By itself, it's a little tad too low. I'm a man that needs a lot of pull to sleep comfortably. This is not too bad in here. If I had a bigger pull up. Got water keys in my pocket. Well, you know, I got my pocket. I got a saw in my pocket. Water keys in my pocket. Oh yeah, that's a little more comfortable. Not exactly feeling too good. I got down here and put the tarp up. Started getting a headache. But I was determined I was going to shoot some video. So I got ready to get the camera out to shoot a little bit of video and realized I didn't have my tripod. So I hiked back out. I'm guessing it's right at somewhere between 3/4 to a mile from where I'm at. My truck's at. Not too far. I got a different backpack I'm trying out, and I'm got it pretty loaded. It's about everything I would carry it for a night, maybe 2 nights out, except for food. The only food I have in there is 1 pack of jerky and a little cup of macaroni and cheese, which we're going to fix here in a few minutes. But I walked all the way out to the truck to get the tripod. Now, like I said, I ain't feeling good. I'm getting a headache. I may be coming out the flu or something. But so I drove the truck as close as I could get it. I reckon I got maybe probably about 200 yards now to walk. So, some of y'all may think that's cheating, but I'm just out here just trying to get used to my equipment and trying to see what will work and what don't work. It's still a little too hot for me to stay out here. I'm a big man. I'm trying to lose a little weight, but it's a slow process, I was hoping my headache would go away, but it ain't. I'm going to fix here and fix me some macaroni and cheese. Let me try to get this fire started. I'm going to use some pop or inner bark. It's a little, feels a little damp to me, but we're going to try it. Let's see what happens. She just don't want to burn. Okay. Now, this is a container, let's see, Ravello Swift Mac. It's microwavable macaroni and cheese. No matter if you cook this in the microwave or not, if you follow the directions, it ain't worth a dime. So what I'm gonna do, and it's a simple fix. I'm a man that likes to eat, but I want my food to taste halfway decent. Alright, it gives you, this little cup has a line, you're supposed to fill it up to there for your water. So we're going to do that. We're going to use this as our measuring cup. Alright, we'll pour that into our pan. If you want to save this to eat out of, that's great. That's probably what I'm going to do. Set it over here on my water bottle. This is the missing ingredient. Just plain old white sugar. For that amount, about a tablespoon, maybe 2. That's the only thing, that's the whole problem with it. Macaroni and cheese ain't no good if it don't have sugar in it. You can put as much cheese you want in. You can put as much of anything you want in. But if it don't have sugar in it, it ain't no good. Alright, this boiling the noodles ain't quite done yet. I'm putting a cap full of sugar in there. This is just a seasoning bottle. And I just added the cheese to it. I'm going to take that off. That should, by the time it sits up, it'll be done. Put the paper in there. Stir this up good. I put the whole pack of cheese that comes with it in there. Now I've poured it into the bowl it came out of. Well, I got a little fire still going. Let that water heat a little bit in there. Make my cleaning job a little easier. Alright, YouTube, I've done washed my dishes. I'm getting ready to pack everything up and take off out of here. I do want to let you know that from the first couple of videos I made, during that time there's something that I stopped doing. And you may have heard me mention that I like my dishes air dried, and that's true. And if you're camping and you'll be there all night and you have supper and want to hang them up, that's fine. But if you're hiking, which mostly that's what I'm doing, just hiking, and just this time I want to set my tarp up and work out some of the kinks of my gear. I found out that waiting for it to air dry that's just not logical. So I started carrying me a big bandana to dry my dishes on. Fortunately, this time I used a brand new one, and they ain't do a good job. But while I was washing my dishes, I started to burn this. cup that the macaroni came in. But then I said, no, I'm going to wash it and carry it out of here, because no doubt it's going to smoke. But then I got to looking as I washed it, and it appears that the inside's plastic, and it's coated maybe styrofoam on the outside, so it's insulated. So I think I'm going to keep this, because a lot of times when I'm going to fix me a little meal, I get my water boiling, pour me a cup of coffee off of it, and then cook. Well, if I get busy doing something, trying to keep the fire going, or maybe getting something together for the meal, sometimes my coffee gets a little cold. So I'm thinking about keeping this and trying it. It feels like it's thick enough it shouldn't burn my hands holding it. So we're going to try it and see. So I just thought I'd let you know that, you know, the one that I have stopped air drying my dishes. I ain't saying I particularly, to me at least, a taste. And that could be more of a thought. And I'm going to try this little cup out. Hopefully the next time I'm out here, hopefully I'll be feeling better. I'm just not feeling good. I'm going to pack this stuff up and go home. I don't know if I'm going to even try to edit this and put it on YouTube today or tonight. Hopefully I'm going to have to work tomorrow. So I'm going to need some rest. And I really ain't feeling too good. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to repeat this. In case you happen to come on, this is one of the first videos. I'm just starting out. These are not tutorials telling you how to do it. This is more of a video diary of me trying to learn more about being outdoors, getting along outdoors with less. Now, where I'm at, I ain't allowed to use it. You won't see me practicing with log fires. I wish I could, but it's just not going to happen here. Any nights I spend in the wintertime, I'll have to rely on my sleep system to keep me warm through the night. So I better have my camp set up right or I'm going to be miserable. What cooking I do will be either with alcohol. I do have a little, I think it's a propane butane mixed fuel stove by Coleman I haven't used yet. And then alcohol. Now I like using the wood. It's a good way to practice. You know, everything's still damp out here. Alright, YouTube. I'm going to take off out of here. I hope you have a nice day and I hope you enjoy the video. Goodbye.